Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
We've got high school basketball the next 2 nights, plus we'll get to a recap for Husker football signing day. First, that basketball for tonight, and also one big game tomorrow here on the network. Tonight, it's the home openers for the Scottsbluff teams as they'll host Chadron. I'll have it all for you on 107.3 The Trail. Also, the live stream should be available with the call on the Scottsbluff Huddle channel pregame at around 5:15. Tomorrow, that standalone girls game with Scottsbluff at Gering. Jeff Kelly will join for that broadcast as we head into the big holiday weekend. Tomorrow night's broadcast on KMOR 93.3. Also a quick wrestling note, the Scottsbluff girls and boys hosting duels against North Platte today. Those matches will all take place at Bluffs Middle School. Girls starting at around 3 o'clock. Boys varsity will get underway at about 4 this afternoon. Now that Husker football recap from National Signing Day yesterday. Head coach Matt Rule signing 39 players, 38 of which will be true freshmen coming out of the high school ranks. The headliner, of course, 5-star quarterback Dylan Raiola.
And then, Dylan called last Sunday and just said, "Hey, coach, my heart keeps telling me to come to Nebraska. Can I come take another look?" And, I challenged him like, "Hey, make sure you're serious about this, because, I don't want this to be something that isn't right for you." And he said, "No, my life has greater purpose than just being the top recruit. I know what Nebraska means to my family. I know what it's meant to me, and I'd like to come there." And so I think in the end, to have a player of Dylan's caliber, not his recruiting but his caliber, his arm talent, his ability to see the field, but probably more than anything, his work ethic and how much he cares about the game. We obviously took that. So feel great about our quarterback room.
That quarterback room now includes just 3 scholarship players in Raiola, fellow recruit Daniel Kalin out of Bellevue West, plus Heinrich Harburg. It was reported last night that Chubba Purdy will be entering the transfer portal. So what does Raiola's skill set look like projecting forward for the future of this Nebraska offense?
When we think about who we want to be, right, we would love to be a diverse offense like the 49ers, kind of translated to college. And I think when you get players like Carter Nelson and, you get players, that are kind of positionless players, they allow you to do that. But part of that is the ability to stretch the field and throw the ball down the field. And so we want accuracy. We want guys who are going to protect the football. We love guys who can move, but at the end of the day, also the ability to push the ball down the field and throw the ball 55, 60 yards down the field, at times, and be accurate is something that helps those types of offenses.
The transfer portal has been much talked about so much over the last couple of years in college football, but only one transfer addition for the Big Red in this recruiting cycle.
Yeah, I think, I think because we kind of roster management, as we retained our own guys and guys came back, that kind of affected that, right? So if Bryce Benhart and Ben Scott, two I think honorable mention All Big Ten players, I think that's if they went in the portal right now, they would be getting top everything, right? They get top NI, people would be fighting for them. So when they wanted to come back, I think that kind of alleviated sort of the, hey, let's go, find an older player. Obviously we visited 1 or 2 guys. The portal's still open, so things could change.
You can find individual player profiles on our website, all courtesy of the Nebraska Athletic Department. That is the latest from right here at the FNBO Sports Desk today. I'm Chris Cottrell.